Hello, sixth grade. These are notes for investigation 4.4, solving equations with variables. Again, the vocabulary solving an equation means finding the values of the variable that make the equation true. Solving the equation by doing the inverse. So inverse means opposite, or you can think of it as reverse. So if we have the equation 5 plus n equals 24, we're going to think inverse operation of addition is subtraction. So right here I have an addition. So I'm going to do my inverse or my opposite, which is subtraction. So I'm going to take my 24, start with my answer, and subtract 5 to give me the value of n. 24 minus 5 is 19. Now, if I have the equation n minus 35 equals 10, again, I'm thinking, what is the inverse? Well, I had a subtraction problem, so my inverse operation of subtraction is addition. So I'm starting with my answer again, 10, and I'm adding 35, gives me 45. Now I can check this answer, okay, by saying, oh, well, if n has a value of 45, I now substitute 45 in for n, so 45 minus 35, and is that statement true? Yes. 45 minus 35 equals 10. Now I might have n divided by 12 written this way, or more often you're going to see it written in fraction form. Remember, my fraction bar means divided by. So I'm going to read this as n divided by 12 equals 2. So the inverse operation of division is multiplication. So once again, I take my answer of 2, I multiply by 12 to equal n. 24 equals n. I can do again a quick check. Well, if n is 24, 24 divided by 12 is indeed 2. Finally, we have 30n. Remember, that's a multiplication problem. So my inverse of multiplication is division. So therefore, I take my answer of 90 divided by 30 equals n, and 3 equals n. So let's take a look at these practice problems. Okay, we have x plus 34 equals 183. So I'm thinking inverse. Okay, inverse is going to be subtraction. So I reverse my problem, 183 minus 34 equals x. So then I take 183 and I subtract 34, and I will get 149, gives me my value of x. Next problem, y minus 75 equals 220. Okay, so I have a subtraction problem here. My inverse operation would be addition. Start with my answer, add 75, okay, and then that will give me my value of y. So we have 295 equals y. 12x equals 156. 12x means multiplication. So my inverse is going to be division. So I start with my answer. I divide by 12 to give me x. Okay, so therefore when I divide, I get 13 equals x. Next problem, c divided by 3 equals 14. I have a division problem. My inverse is multiplication. Start with my answer, multiply by 3 to give me the value of c. 14 times 3 is 42. That gives me the value of c. Finally, again, this means division. X divided by 5 equals 135. So my inverse is to multiply to get to my x. And that will be 675 equals the value of x. Okay, so again, we take our equation, we work reverse with our inverse to get our solution. Okay, flip to the other side. Okay, now we're going to look at translating word problems into equations. Remember, the word equation, okay, has an equal sign. You wish to purchase t-shirts for an upcoming sixth grade fundraiser. The t-shirt company charges $124 design fee plus $1.50 per t-shirt. Step 1, if the variables aren't defined, we're going to define our variables, again, our independent and our dependent, This means to assign a letter to represent a value we don't know. Okay, so in this case, we're going to be looking for our total cost. So let's say C equals cost, and it says $150 per t-shirt. Okay, we don't know how many t-shirts we're ordering, so let's use N to represent the number of shirts. Okay, so that's our first step. Second step, translate what is happening in the problem into numbers, variables, and operations. So the design fee plus $1.50 is going to give us our total cost. So let's do our design fee, which is $124, literally says plus $150 per t-shirt. So we don't know how many t-shirts we're ordering, so that's where we're going to put our N. Okay, then we'll equal our total cost. So finally, how much will 26 t-shirts cost? We always rewrite our equation to help us set our brain to know what we are solving for and what we are substituting for. 26 t-shirts. So therefore our t-shirts is our N value. So I rewrite substituting. Now $1.50 N means to multiply. So I'm going to put my multiplication symbol in there. 26 equals C. So now I just multiply out, or according to order of operations, I do $1.50 times 26. That gives me 39, so it's 124 plus 39 equals C. Then I add the 124, and I get 163, and this is dollars, $163. How many t-shirts can you purchase with $500? So my total cost is going to be $500. So again, I rewrite my equation. 50N equals C. Now the 500 is our total cost. So 124 plus $1.50N equals 500. Okay, this one's a little bit harder to solve. Okay, what we're going to be doing, you can guess and check, and you can put a certain amount of numbers in for N until you get up to 500. Or, and again, we're not going to expect you to do a two-step problem. We can subtract out 500 minus 124, and we get 150N equals 376. Now we do our inverse operation of 376 minus, 326 divided by $1.50, and that will give us our N. And we get a decimal number. Let me just double check. Okay, of 250.6. So it says how many shirts can we purchase? We can purchase 250.